What's up, guys? So we are in the midst of moving one more time. I know I get the question literally every single day, why are you moving again? Didn't you just move? Why do you move so much? I made a video about that. It's right here in the cards. If you really want to know the details of why we sold our last house, why we moved into this house, and why we're moving one more time, it's all in that video. Long story short, the last house wasn't a good fit. We didn't like the area. It was too big. We downsized. We moved into this neighborhood, but we didn't want to make the same mistake twice. We didn't want to rush into buying a new house, not like it, regret our decision. So we decided to rent for a year, test it out, test out the size, test out its configuration, what we need, what we don't need, to make our final decision on our last house, and we did that. So we've been in this house now for about a year and a half. By the time we are done with our lease, it'll be exactly a year and a half. And I never did a complete tour of the home, at least not one we were actually living in it. So before we start packing things up and breaking things down, I want to give you guys a house tour, and also for our memories, since vlogs are also part of our memory bank. This is what this rental looked like for the year and a half that we lived here. So bear in mind, we have already started, Tiffany had already started to pull things out. That's why we're doing this video now. Tiffany's already started to pull things out, start to pack things. So there are some things that are kind of in spots and weird places, but I do want to point out a few things. We downsized from a very large house to a good medium-sized house. So there are some things that are just kind of tucked in corners and put away. Again, we thought we were only gonna be here for a year, but because of COVID, it extended another 6 months. So there's some things that are just kind of like in boxes still and kind of put in corners because we don't have any room for it in this house. So we're at the front door, right? So you're at the front door, we have a closet right here. Very big size closet. Lots of stuff for jackets, shoes, sandals, stuff for the pool, games, all that sort of thing, right? As soon as you walk in. We've got a full bathroom. Full bathroom means it's got a bathtub and a shower, toilet and sink, right? So usually it's a half bath down here, but this is a full because this house is set up with a room down here. So this is set up maybe like for an older kid or maybe a relative, a mother-in-law, that sort of thing. But this is my office. I've done tours. There'll be a video here in the cards over here if you want to see the tour, a setup tour of everything in here. But this has been my office now for a year and a half. Got a closet with all my crap, electronics and whatnot. The kitchen where we spent most of our time, obviously in this house. Tiffany lived in the kitchen, always cooking amazing meals and food. And of course the kitchen's where everyone gathers. It's where the food is, right? So everyone always gathers here in the island. And our new house will be no different. Dining room, family room, great room, whatever you want to call it. So one of the things to point out between our last two homes, the first house we lived in, we had, the kitchen was in the back, and then the great room, that was the house, right? I liked it for certain aspects, I didn't like it for other aspects. I thought that I wanted more of a split, like a living room, family room separation, right? And I think that works if it's all on a single level, but the moment you take one of those rooms and move it upstairs, that room becomes, in my opinion, like you don't use it. No one's gonna go upstairs with food and drinks. They're gonna stay by the kitchen, right? It's easier just to be down here and be where people are at. So we, after living in our last two homes, and never using the loft upstairs, we realized that a loft is wasted space. 2 houses in a row now. We want a bigger living space. So our new home is gonna have a bigger living area downstairs by the kitchen. And it's gonna be similar to our last house where the kitchen, dining room, and then living room. You'll see that later eventually. But anyway, the point I'm getting to is upstairs loft is wasted space. We never had a use for it. And the more we thought about it, 2 houses now, we just don't have any use for it. We for our lifestyle and what we like to do, it makes more sense to have more living space downstairs in one big room. So one of the things about this particular house that I hated was that it didn't have a yard. And the patio is uncovered. So as you can see, it's in complete sunshine most of the day. And during the summer, it's basically just unlivable. The plants barely survive out there. But they got my smoker. And we didn't have a grill because I gave away my last grill because our last house had a built-in one. I didn't want to go buy a $200-300 grill and the next house we move into might have a grill built in. So we've just been dealing with the little tailgate grill there and my smoker. But we'll definitely have a grill in the next house and an actual backyard. From the living room, we've got the garage in the back. So this is something that's different. Our previous houses, the garage was in the front. This house and a lot of houses in the neighborhood have garages in the back. All right, up the stairs. And we'll stop here to prove a point that I was trying to make earlier. We've got this loft. We've got Sierra's old bed here as just a guest bed. the desk with the iMac, which was downstairs in the last house, and we're proving that we don't need it. We hardly ever use it.
This is rare.
This is very rare. I'm the only one that uses it because that's where I edit the vlogs, only because I have a 27-inch monitor. But we all have laptops, and we all use laptops downstairs. So that will not be going to the new house. That's going to go away. And again, this room would be then empty. If we didn't keep that and we didn't have that, this would be unused. As you can see, it's just a bunch of storage right now, stuff that we don't use on a regular basis, starting to pack things up. Master bedroom, again, 2 houses in a row now. We've got this like sitting area that we just have no use for. Don't need it. Suitcases, storage, a lot of stuff that just isn't needed. Master bath, 2 sinks, shower, toilet. From the master, other side of the house, kids' bedrooms, both similar size, just the closet is configured differently. Bryce's is kind of like around the corner, behind the wall. Sierra's is kind of here in the front. Shelly, everyone always asks, where's Shelly? She's in the closet, because that's the only place that she really fit. Sierra's room is cute, lots of decorations, a lot of art, a lot of photos. She's a big fan of her friends. From Sierra's room, we've got our laundry room, and the kids have their own bathroom. Each got a sink, linen closet here, towels. So there you go, guys. Short and sweet. This is our townhouse. A company owns this, and we rent it from them. And so that's kind of how that is. So a lot of people ask us, why didn't you just buy this house? First of all, I would not own this place. I don't love it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Like I said, no backyard, no patio. And again, this is kind of small, and the upstairs is wasted. So take the upstairs and put it down here. Perfect. So that's why we couldn't buy this if we wanted to. That's it, there's your tour. Sorry I didn't do that sooner, but it makes sense now for us, now that we're moving out, to do it now to show you guys what it is. And then when we move into the new house, I'll be doing a tour once all the furniture's in and we're kind of like happy with where everything's at. So be patient with that, it'll be up when it's up. Thanks for watching, vlog on.